live. Okay, yeah, it's live. Good morning, and thank you for the new subscribers. And today, I just want to make a new video to talk about the token. The token is the new anchor of the currency, the money. Uh, as you know, let me just explain what is the token and what is the anchor of the money. So, in any period of the time when human beings are creating the money, you need an anchor. So in the olden days when there's no paper money, hi Mike, good morning. Are you not working today? Um, so in the older period, to help people to transfer goods or help them the people to buy and sell, we created money. So in the original time, the money is gold and silver. Uh, but as human group growing taller, bigger and bigger, the gold and silver is number one is too heavy. Number two is the quantity, the volume is too small. So we created the paper money, but the paper money still linked to the gold and silver. So the paper money can have the values because uh, not work today. Oh, that's good for you. So the values of a money is basically built on people's imagination. It's built on people's trust. That's why on the dollar it said, "For God we trust." Because why for God we trust? Because in the olden currency, which is produced by United Kingdom, the England, on their paper it said, "For the king or the queen we trust." So when America get independent, they need to print money to support their military. So in order to suppress the United Kingdom, the England, they said for God because the God is the only people that was bigger and more powerful than the king. So yeah, again, that is just a small story. But for money, it's built on credit. It's built on people's belief that money have some values. If people don't believe that money have values, that money have no difference uh, with your toilet papers, right? So in the modern days, um, after World War II, America used the gold standard, which for uh, one ounce of gold, you can buy it with $35. Uh, until the what Brixton Forest deal, so they unhook the dollar and the gold, and the dollar start to change the anchors to oils. Hi, hi, Simo Simoger. Did I say it correctly? So America need to find new anchors. A new anchor need to be something that everyone use. Number one is everyone use. Number two is you have the control of the source of that goods, which is the oils. That's why after they took off the standard, the Britain Forest standard between dollars and gold, they start to link dollar with the oils. How the fuck? How the fuck did you? why is it? Why is it every time when I do live, people ask me these questions? Yeah, it's just life. Life is too hard for ordinary people. Yeah. Uh, every time. Yeah, every time. Yeah, that's probably my, signatures. Too clever. What I can say. David Albright. uh, and I want to show some resistance. Anyway, so later the anchor become the oil to back on dollars because everyone the because after the Brexit Forest deal, the industrial revolution started, right? The industrial revolution is based on oil. All your factory, all your manufacturers need to run based on the energy, right? So once the USA control the oils, they control the basically the currency of the world. So yeah, so for all the currencies, basically it's energy. We have the different items from Bronze Age, from the Iron Age. So bronze to iron is just the storage of the energy, uh, you know, changed by physical items because iron need more energy to make. So anyway, so they hook the dollar with the oil. The oil is the anchor until until 2000. China joined the WTO. So America find a new anchor, which is the Chinese goods. That's why you can see 80% of the shelf, the goods is all made in China. So at this time, America using two anchors. Number one is oil. Number two is Chinese goods. And the money that China and the uh, Arab countries that make, they will repurchase the US bond or reinvest the US stock exchange market. So you can see America created a very clever loop of they printed money from the US uh, to the Middle East to the China, and then the Middle East and China give the goods, give the oil, give the ordinary people's work result like the Chinese goods to America. They got the dollars, but in order to anchor their own currency, their own country's currency, they buy America bonds. Okay, so I hope I explained the anchors and the currencies well. Um, you know, everyone knows we everyone have to sell something to make a living, to make money. So if I ask you what is the easiest item to sell in the world, what are you gonna say? I'll give you 3 seconds. One, two, three. We got five people in this room. If you have any ideas, wood. Okay. Yeah, wood is type of energies, right? Type of you can make furniture or you can burn it to create a heat. Is there anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any answers apart from wood? Okay, so 3 seconds is gone. So the best items you can sell is money. It's not wood, it's not oil, it's not water. The best item you need to sell is money because money is an item, is a paper attached with credibility. So if you control the anchor, you can basically sell your money without any kind of difficulty because everyone needs to use that anchor item. Everyone needs oil. Everyone needs Chinese made goods made from China, and everyone needs this new anchor, which is the token to the AI age. Because we are entering an era of artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence they use they use tokens to to run. Hi Bella, good to see you. So let me give an example to explain my theory a bit more. So in the ancient time, in the agriculture era, how you control the people in an area. Hello, hello, Mike. Hello, hello. How you control the farmers in an area? How? is to control more land, right? If you control more land, you can grow more food. If you grow more food, you can reproduce more human beings. If you reproduce more human beings, you can have a bigger army force to get in more land. And then it's become loop, 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 right? This is the anchor of the agriculture era, which is the land. And then when you come to the industrial revolution, when you come to the machine, where, you know, a manufacturers can, smaller manufacturers can produce maybe four times of the land's food. For example, you can have a several floors of the machine who grow your plants, who grow your food. So at this age, what is the anchors, which is the oils, right? The more oils you get cheaply, you can get more machines. You get more machines, you produce more food, you produce more product. The more product you can produce, you can hire more people. You can have money. You have more clever people to create a higher productivity, and you control more oils and resources. And this is the industrial revolution's era cycle, right? So now come to the AI age. Is what is the land or the oils for the AI age, which which is you know which is token, because the more token you have, you can you can sell the token to make more money, and you can also buy more machines that working as artificial intelligence to work for you 24/7 every single day without having a rest. So the more token you have, the more machine you can deploy, the more money you can make, and then you deploy more token machine and you create more token, and you know in this way you expand your financial presence in the world, and then you use the finance to invade the world. Now the World War III, I wouldn't say it's gonna have the same kind of a situation like World War One or World War Two, where people just bombing everywhere, people just destroyed all the physical things, because the agricultural revolution, the industrial revolution is all based on the physical things. But now we are on the third industrial revolution, where the actual critical asset is a virtual thing, is you know is token, is financial credibility, is the way how advanced your chip is. So you know your the speed you generate money is much faster than any other country. You can see now America and China are both very emphasized on this um, AI competitions, because you know that's gonna be the future anchors for their money, and who get the top points of this competition, who control the whole human being. Imagine when the car is coming or the train is coming, how easily that can beat a man who used to drive a horse, the live horse. In the olden days, they use horse to drag the carriage to move from A to B. So when you have the machine, now everyone have a car, have literally like maybe 200 horsepower, 300 horsepower. You literally can have a little machine that produce 300 horse horse equals energies and the powers compared in the olden days. Same as the AI revolution is when you enter the AI, maybe just a computer. A computer can create maybe three or four times of the work labor's powers compared to the olden days. So, you know, what's going to happen? And, people are losing jobs right now, uh, because, you know, from the agriculture revolution to industrial revolution, all these revolutions, we still have the human beings involved, and we still need a knowledgeable people. We still need, uh, people actually work every single day to produce the goods. Uh, but the thing is, for the AI eras, you don't need to work every single day. The computers, the electricity, the internet connections, they work every single day, 24/7. And what you really need is the knowledge and experience and the high tech people to maintain the systems, which is to significantly reduce the labor force demand. That's why, you know, a lot of positions is just gone, kind of uh, permanently. Yeah. So why America want to use the token to replace the old oil standard? So here is the reason. Everyone knows America have a huge amount of debt, right? And the only way to the interest of the debt is already surplus their spending on the military cost. The only way, the only way to solve that issue is not create enough money to pay off that debt. Is not pay off. That debt will never be wiped away. That debt will be there. It can only go bigger. So the only way is creating another bigger debt, and you basically borrow more money to pay for this old debt. Yeah, that's right. Ordinary people, have that kind of a bank control. Your credit rating is bad. You have to pay off your debt. But if you have the strongest military powers in the planet, there's basically no bank are gonna come to knock your doors to say, we're gonna take off everything from you because you have a bad credit. So basically, what they can do is uh, print more money, and pay off the old debt. So this more money need a new anchor, and this new anchors is gonna be AI. It's gonna be Bitcoin. It's gonna be stable coins. Why? Because what kind of limited America to print more money? We have three people now in the room. Answer me what limited people, what limited America to print more money? I give you 3 seconds. What limited America to print more money to pay back their old debt? Yes. So Mike said, value of the money crushing. Yes. Why is crushing? Because the reduce of the credibility, and the reduce of credibility to who? To the lenders, right? To the people who actually bought bonds from America, Japan, China, Europe, right? So at the moment, the solvent countries like the Japan, China, and the Europe bought the most of America bonds. Yet to de-risk that credibility issues, the trust issues, they have to move the bonds from the solvent country's hand to the individual people's hand. Is that easy to understand? Because if the solvent countries hold a lot of America's debt in any time, they can say, "Oh, I don't trust America. and they're gonna start to sell America debt, right? And then America debt will drop, will just lose the trust of the world. To eliminate that kind of a power is to give every single one the power to hold America bound. That's why you can see the stable coin is coming. The Circle and the Coinbase are become slowly. If you check the data, they have slowly become the biggest US debt holders right now. And imagine in the future, everyone have a phone. You just need to download the app. And when you download the app, you can buy America stock, you can buy America bonds, you can buy America debt, and they will promise you, they will pay you much higher interest than to save in your local country's bank. Are you gonna put your money in America, or are you gonna put money in your own country's local bank? Of course you're gonna put it in America because America give you a higher interest rate, you make more money. Plus, at the same time, America will start a war everywhere else to force increase of the inflation. The Middle East war is already showed that America want to slowly increase the oil price, the food price, the you know basically every single foundation energy price to force inflation globally, and at the same time, America stock exchange market. In the future, you will see Bitcoin and gold will go very high. So maybe not gold, but Bitcoin and U.S. stock exchange market will go very high. So ordinary people want to preserve the money of their currencies. They have to move all their currencies to America, right? So in this way, you can see America have built a new loop based on the AI and the tokens, but the lenders, instead of from the powerful sovereign countries to the individual people like you and me. So everyone in the future will have an app on their phone or whatever. You can, use stable coins that America give you to spend. So yeah, so that's why the new anchor gonna be the token and the stable coins. The token, the AI advance, the technology, the military powers are both create this credibility of this stable coins. And the stable coins will be much easier for for the worldwide global money to flow out from America and reflow back to America. So now you and me are both in the era of America creates this big bubbles to pay for the small bubbles they have created. So, a lot of people are worried about the American dollars to go crash. And, every time when I heard this saying, I just want to laugh. And, you know, from my point of view, American dollar is the strongest asset in the world. And, you probably was the probably World War III is already happened. As I said, the new World War is not a war that was bombing, like destroy every physical thing. The new World War is about a finance advance, a financing kind of invasion of the country. And this World War III, all the other countries, because the inflation, because the higher return of US stock exchange market, because the higher return from the US bank and the US bond, they will move all their money and all their wealth to America and also China. China maybe not as strong as America, but as long as China keeps a stable kind of status and keeps the developing of the advanced chips, and don't forget China produce the most electricity powers in the world. And as I said at the beginning, the eventual anchor of the any currencies is energy. The people use gold as an anchor for the money is because gold is very, very difficult to produce. Human beings still can't produce gold, and people say gold is being generated from a big explosion of the universe that created a super duper high energy that made the gold, and that's why the gold can last without corrosion or without damage. And any forms of gold are worth the same. Either it is a liquid, it is a powder, or whatever shape. Um, because the fundamental anchor is energy, and China produce the biggest energies in the world. So the next step for China is to export energy. And how they export energy? Number one, infrastructure, and number two is again tokens. So you can see in the near future there will be a competition between China and America to compete their tokens. Who can produce the most tokens? Who can produce the most energy to the world are gonna win this game to dominate the currency market. Um, now I think for the energy producing side, the energy generating side, China wins because you know we have been um, building a lot of solar power kind of stations in China. Um, but China have like what I say have a disadvantage. The Chinese disadvantage is the chips. America still have the best chip in the world, and the the difference between the best chip and the second best chip is best chip can use less energy and produce more tokens. Um, yeah, that's not saying China can't export tokens. Um, you know, China are gonna export a lot of 3C product. You know what 3C product is like? Computers, lawn movers, um, robots, um, and all these 3C products, the electronic products, is gonna attach to intelligence, and that intelligence gonna attack to the China's AI. That's gonna combine with the export of the Chinese tokens with the new Chinese goods. You can see a lot of Chinese cars now is AI based, is connect to the AI. So and America and China both exporting tokens now. The ChatGPT, the Gemini, all this you know AI big language models or video picture models you use is tokenized based. They all consume token to answer your questions to create a result. So uh, yeah, and the kicking point is Taiwan and Japan. So that's why China and America both kind of don't want to um, don't want to give up Taiwan. If China got Taiwan, China will automatically get Japan and South Korea because um, if you see the map, you can see every single kind of ship when they ship from Middle East to Japan need to pass Taiwan. Um, yeah. So again, the next anchor gonna be token, and the strategy of America is to suck everyone's pocket, suck every country's pocket, so they can sell all their gold, the reserved gold and all their reserved America bond, America debt, and transfer the Soviet-owned, the country-owned America bond to stablecoin and give this stablecoin to every single person like you and me. So basically, they can borrow the money from every single one from us, and we're gonna be the lenders of the America asset. And because we are every single ones, we have so many arguments, we have so many different opinions and values. We can never ever form a strong, powerful kind of force to force America to pay back the money. And this loop gonna running for 100 years, 200 years to maintain the dominance of the America currency and the pound. Yeah. So um, good luck with everyone for the future. But just a piece of advice for everyone watch this videos. Um, your best bet is buy three type of asset. Number one, of course, is the AI, and if the token gonna be the anchors of the future currency of the world, no matter dollars or Chinese yuan, you need this infrastructures of AI to produce tokens, right? It's like you own a mine or you own the oil field that you need the machine to drill in to the ground to get the oil. Yeah, the new AI infrastructure is the drilling machine, sort of say, the AI data centers. And the number two is, of course, is Bitcoin, because you know they they the Bitcoin is a virtual kind of a forms of the energy. Again, uh, when you think of about holding something, just to think, is this a higher grade of energy storage than the old one? If it is a better asset. So, Bitcoin is a virtual energy storage protocols. So you should hope that. And of course gold as well, because gold is you the ultimate energy storage items that um, you know the universe gives to us, to human beings, that not belong to any countries or not belong to anyone's kind of a little mind be trying to control you, right? So yeah, this three asset is this video give to people who are watching until now. Uh, and yeah, thank you for watching for so long for me to express my ideas, and I hope this video helps you to have a better life in the future. Mm, um, yeah. So peace out. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, yeah. You definitely need it because that is what happens now. Um, you can see why this war happened between U.S. and Iran, and why is um, you know everyone is crazy about AI, um, because it's not a it is a bubble, but it's gonna be the bubble that pay for the old bubble. The bubble I mean is the debt. Every country have a huge amount of debt to pay, and the way they pay off the debt is by printing money. That's the easiest way, not by oh, I work every day like you and me. We have to work every day to pay back the credit card, pay back the the loans we borrowed from a bank, because all this country have a military powers. They have a you know powers of the gun. So uh, definitely give me something to think about. Oh yeah, that's good. Um, yeah, that's the purpose of the videos and the channels I created is to just to say the knowledge, what I know, and what I'm thinking to the ordinary people to have a think about their futures. Um, you know, because I used to work in finance, and um, a lot of kind of everyone needs finance. Since human beings created money, everyone needs finance. So yeah, yeah. If you don't have any questions, um, you have always very knowledgeable. I appreciate your sharing. Oh, thank you, Mike. That's very kind of you. Okay, I will see you next video. Bye.